Hello everyone and welcome to this quick Blender tutorial where we're going to see how to model this basic soccer ball in just a few minutes. Alright, so let's hop into Blender and first of all, let's press X to delete our startup cube, cause instead we want to create an icosphere. Of course, don't hesitate to play with its radius to make the ball smaller or bigger over here, but in any case, as you can see, the icosphere is a somewhat spherical geometry that is made of triangles. That's really cool because it means that if we go to our object's modifiers and we add a subdivision surface modifier with one subdivision, then those triangles will basically be transformed into, well, exactly what we need, actually. More precisely, you see that we now have hexagons and pentagons, which is exactly what is on a soccer ball. Though, for now, if we tab into edit mode, we notice that this geometry isn't really baked into our model, because of course Blender's modifiers are dynamic, which allows you to retweak the parameters and get different results very easily. But in our case, it means that we can't really use this geometry to make our ball, so let's tab back into object mode, hover our subdivision surface modifier and press Ctrl+A to apply it. This way you see that our soccer ball-like geometry with hexagons and pentagons is now properly baked into our mesh. Okay, now we need to isolate those hexagons and pentagons by adding some seams on our ball. And luckily, we don't need to manually select everything, which would be quite long. The trick here is to use some geometry invariants in our shape to speed up this selection process. More specifically, suppose that we select this vertex in the middle of a pentagon, and then we press Shift+G. This opens the Select Similar contextual tool, which, as the name implies, is a way to instantly select other elements in our mesh according to some similarity criterion. In our case, if we use the amount of connecting edges as the similarity check, then Blender basically auto-selects all the other vertices that are in the middle of pentagons in our object. And then we can of course redo the same thing to get the middles of hexagons, simply by selecting one, and then selecting elements with a similar amount of connecting edges. And here we are. We've now selected all the middle vertices of our hexagons and pentagons, meaning that if we invert this selection by pressing Ctrl+I, we'll effectively have selected every soon-to-be seam in our soccer ball. Now the next step is to turn these edges into actual creases in the surface. To do this, we'll first press Ctrl+B to bevel these edges, which, if we keep a number of segments of 2, which is the default, is a quick and easy way to replace our edges with ribbons of faces. Note that here I'm going to create fairly wide creases, so that they are clearly visible in the tutorial, but of course you can totally make them thinner if you want. Now if we press Alt+E and pick the Extrude Faces along Normals option, we can bring those selected bands of faces inwards and create our seams in the spherical surface. Then all that's left to do is to shade our object in Smooth Auto mode to keep some hard edges but avoid those ugly lines in the middle of the hexagons and pentagons, and we're basically done with the modeling part. So, alright, this is nice, but obviously it's not a real soccer ball because we don't have the famous black and white patches. So to wrap up this tutorial, it's time to talk materials and see how to assign the right colors to our hexagons and pentagons. Let's switch to our Objects Material tab in the bottom right panel. For now, this object has one material slot with the default material inside. We can rename this material to white, and then click on the plus icon on the right of the list to add a new material slot in our object. Inside this second slot, we'll create a new material, call it black, and change its base color to full black. Finally, we just need to select our pentagons to give them this new material, and also we should remember to get these little faces on the side of the pentagons when we assign the material. To get those faces, we'll once again use the Select Similar tool, but this time on faces and not vertices. So we'll select a pentagon, And then we'll use Select Similar with the Area check. This way you see that we instantly get all of the other pentagons in our mesh. Then let's go to the Select menu and use the Select More option to also get the faces on the side. And last but not least, we'll click the Assign button on the right to give all of those faces our new black material. Of course, if you want, you can add a little bevel modifier on the object to smooth out the edges and get something softer on the eye, and that looks a bit more like actual seams. But in any case, on that note, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this Blender tutorial and that you learned a few things. If you did, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel to not miss the next ones. And of course, if you have other ideas of cool Blender tricks that you'd like to learn, tell me in the comments. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and take care.